All right, guys, what's going on? Corbin with Corbin's Cornhole Reviews. Today we are in episode 6. We got the Widow Bee. Pretty popular bag when they first came out. They kind of hit the market and people went a little bit nuts over them. It was pretty hot, honestly, for a while. A lot of people wanted them, and a lot of people still really like them. I did pay for them with my own money, as usual. Got them direct from Ultra, and they're an interesting bag. They're just interesting, and I'll get more into that in a second. But let's start with price. They are $95 on release day, $125 after release day. Typical Ultra pricing. That's just how they do it. Secondary market, I kind of see them go for like 100, 110, something like that. They're not as desired as they once were, so they can be found pretty affordable, honestly. Break in on these. I boiled them for 2 minutes. I like to do that with Ultra bags. Boiled them for 2 minutes, and then when they cooled down enough to handle, I put conditioner on them, rinsed that out really well, used my trusty Dawn soap, washed them out really well, threw them in the dryer for an hour. And I've just been throwing them like crazy since, really. I mean, I've thrown them quite a bit. They're very nicely broken in. Speeds on these, they're a 4 with the slow side. It's like a smooth, really soft slow side with the control dots. So it grabs. And then it's typical Widow 8 on the fast side. Our three Fs: fill, feel, and flop. The fill is your standard ultra fill. It feels like a standard ultra bag, except it's softer. The soft side is even softer. So I actually kind of like that. Flop, they're fairly floppy. They're typical Widow floppiness, honestly. If you've ever held a Widow or thrown a Widow, they're very similar. That didn't change much. And then playability on these bags. They're a blocker. They're a block and push all day long. I'm going to be throwing blockers with these without actually intentionally throwing blockers. And that's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing to me. This slow side likes to hang up on the hole. You can have it 3/4 of the way in and it's still going to hang. And that's my issue with them. I'm not sure that I'm going to keep them, but I did want to keep them for the review. So let's toss them a little bit, see how we can do. I'm going to start on that slow side. You guys know I love to do that. And yeah, thought I missed the board, but they kind of hit and stop. So I'm gonna say that should slide in. It's not going to. I'm gonna push it with slow side here if I can. Low and hard. That should have been off the board. It wasn't. So let's see if I can push all these in, but they're probably gonna clog. Kind of missed it. So pushed one in, it went off to the side, but it didn't launch off the board. But this one obviously isn't gonna fall in. That's hanging there. That's only a quarter of the bag in. There's no way that's gonna fall. The slow side I'm really torn on it because I love like a 4 or a 5 slow side. I really do, but there's something about these control dots and the material they used. It just hits and stops. For me, it kicks a little bit, and if you get it close to the hole, it's not going to fall. Come on. Thought that might hang. It's not going to fall. I can tell you that right now. That was more of a slide. It's still not even going to fall. I'll try to push it. So that was a decent push. I got the one, but with most other bags, you would get that one, and this one would follow. Not with these. The slow side it's pretty slow, and I'm not trying to leave a negative review whatsoever. It's just the slow side's a little too slow for me personally. Then the fast side's actually kind of a little too quick for me. Let's flip over to that fast side. You gotta loft them nice, but they're incredibly hole friendly on the fast side. I mean, if you guys have thrown widows, ooh, thought that was gonna grab. If you've thrown widows at all, you know what the fast side's like. That climbed right up. Might be able to pull that in here. Nope, totally missed. That's pretty standard. If you throw in widows, you know what the fast side is like because the fast side is identical to a regular widow, and I have regular widows as well, and I'll do a review on those too. But fast side's identical, it really is. But the slow side, that's what it is. And I really like a regular widow slow side. It's still hole friendly, but it's definitely slower than the fast side. This fast side's pretty quick. It's not crazy, but it's quick. But the slow side of a regular widow, I tend to like a little more. Stay on. So it's just that. Nope. And then it still climbed. I'm actually a little surprised by that. Slurp in. There it goes. So you can see they're definitely a hole friendly bag. There's nothing unfriendly about that fast side, but if you would have made that same shot with the slow side, I just would have gone bloop. Not done that. Would have stuck right about there and not gone anywhere. Kind of like that one did. And I had to press it to make it do that, but I mean that's still over half the bag in the hole. Sorry for the sniffles. It's 39 degrees outside. We're back to slow side. Try to maybe lay a slow side blocker and push with fast side. Kind of like that. Step out a little bit to grab it. Miss my shot. Try again. Ooh, almost. But see how that didn't even push it? It did. It pushed it toward the hole, but it did not knock it in. You know, a lot of other bags, that would have gone right in. It's just this slow side's grippy. Now, if that's something that you really like, you might love these bags. And then I'm not trying to bash these bags whatsoever. Like I said, they're good bags. You know, I totally whiffed on that throw. The bag saved me. But I find that with these bags, my errors, you know, my errors, they're not exaggerated like there are with some other bags. You know, it's if I'm throwing like all slides or something, my errors are obviously very exaggerated. Vipers, same idea. But my errors don't get like corrected. I don't get lucky. You know, they don't help me out that much. You know, like a mantis or something, I throw that, I miss a little bit, it keeps me on the board, and I can still recover. With these, your errors aren't really recoverable, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I don't know if that really makes sense, but look at that. I'm going to try to go slick side and bring something in with it. And it just split the sea. It split the purple sea there. Just bloop, right in. They're not bad bags, guys. I'm not trying to bash on them at all. I'm going to leave a blocker right there just to see. I'm actually going to leave a double blocker and kind of come hard on that slick side just to see if I can get through it. This is either going to show off the slick side ability or it's going to show off how good of a blocker they really can be. If you're a block player, these bags are amazing, honestly. If you don't like carpet and you really like to block, Widow Bees. Oh, whiffed. There it goes. That's halfway down my driveway now. Much better. And did you see those bags did not go in? I threw that low and hard, had a double block there. That bag isn't going anywhere. That's stuck. So they're a great blocker. If you guys really like a blocker bag, you might love them. That's the way it is. I do have to say the slow side is prone to snags and pulls. Even if you have good boards, it doesn't really matter. I've seen it on a ton of different people. I have a couple little pulls in here, you know, nothing that I'm concerned about, and it's not like I'm popping holes through the bags or anything with them, but they definitely like to grab a little bit. You can easily fix that. You know, you snip it off and just burn the ends, and it doesn't do anything, doesn't hurt the bag. Fast side is no issue. I haven't had a single problem with the fast side pulling or give me any sort of issues like that. But the slow side is prone to it, just so you guys know. It's not going to affect how they play. It's not really going to cause problems. It's just that's what the slow side does. It's so soft that any little burr or anything that it grabs, it's gonna show on that slow side. So Widow Bee, they're good bags, guys. They really are. I don't use them a ton. They're just not for me. I need a little more forgiving slow side. But if you are a block player and you love to make chaos around the board, these are for you all day. Either these or carpet. And if you don't like carpet, because some people don't, I'd say go for these. But that is the short and sweet, ladies and gents. If you like this video, please thumbs up, subscribe, share with your friends. You know, I love doing this. I'm going to keep doing this. This is only episode 6, and I have probably another 15 sets, 18 sets that I can do. And then I have people that are going to be sending me sets as well to review that they want to see done. So I got a ton more coming, so stay tuned for more content, guys, and hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.